Alright, so if you haven't spoiled yourself and watched this games on YouTube for the first 10-15 minutes, I highly suggest that you don't. Highly recommend it because the first 10-15 minutes of the intro, it's really that long. I believe it was like almost 15 minutes. But it is incredibly epic and you should definitely experience it yourself. It's rare nowadays where the incredible intro gets you even more pumped for a game, and it did exactly that. It got me so pumped to start playing. So that aside, let's get into the port. First up is the ultra wide. It does support ultra wide gameplay as advertised. However, the cutscenes are still in 16:9. Menu is ultra wide. The intro, like I said, is incredibly epic. However, the CGI looks a little bit outdated. It looks like it's almost 10 years old, unfortunately, but it is an incredible intro. If only it was, it looked a little bit more modern, and it looks like it was made from 10 years ago. Something that NetherRealm made with their Mortal Kombat 10 intro. It's on that same level, so that's kind of unfortunate because again, I keep saying it, that intro is epic. All right, so let's get into the graphics settings. Now, there's only two options for the display mode: window or window full screen. Unfortunately, there's no exclusive full screen, so you can't really use DSR. That's kind of a bummer for me because I like to bump up the resolution a little bit. There is HDR, so that is good. There's no option to adjust the HDR though. It's just either on and off. So that's kind of a bummer. Now there is three options for upscaling. You got your FSR, DLSS, and then the Intel XESS, which I've never used before, but it is there for whoever wants it. There is also an FOV slider, so that is great addition. And ray tracing is, again, just like the HDR, is either just on and off. There's no options that you can turn on or off, or advanced option that you can toggle. So it's very limited in that way. Now, when you first boot up the game, the gameplay is locked at 60 FPS, so you might think that the developer locked it at 60. However, you actually have to go into the graphics setting. There is an option there that you can raise the max FPS limit, so it is not locked to 60. It does go much higher than that. But however, the cutscene is locked at 60. Alright, as for the control, you can keybind any keys that you want. There's also a walk key. You can toggle on and off during gameplay. That was the first thing that I checked because it may be a little, it sounds like a little thing, but to me that's very important, is to be able to have the option of a walk key, because I like to immerse myself in a lot of the games that I play. So I tend to prefer walking around. Alright, so in terms of the optimization for the game, it is okay only. Even during indoor, when you're fighting or when you're just exploring, there is some hiccups here and there. It's worse when you're playing at higher resolution. That is unfortunate. However, it really gets bad when you're outdoors, and especially when you're riding the bike at high speed. The FPS will just completely tank in most cases, and it is not a fun or smooth experience. That's incredibly unfortunate because it's incredibly fun to actually ride the bike. As you can see here, you can see my FPS dip quite a bit, and I think that has to do with the ray tracing. Since it's only on and off, you can't really play around with it. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But the optimization isn't that great, unfortunately, even on a 3090. Alright, so let's switch gear and talk about the combat. I really enjoy the combat in this game. It sounds great. The hit detection and the hit impact all feels really good, and that's always important in this type of action RPG game. Also, if you enjoy Marvel's Avenger like I do, chances are you're really gonna like this game as well, because there's a lot of hate for Marvel's Avenger. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I still occasionally play it. Hopefully this game doesn't go the way of Marvel Adventure, because combat is incredibly fun as long as they keep updating it. But yeah, combat feels good, sounds great as well. The music is incredible. It is really, really good. Gameplay wise, story so far is really good. I enjoyed the story so far, and I think overall the single player is going to be an incredible experience for this game. The optimization could still use a lot of work. I think that's the one thing that's going to drag this game down the most, is the optimization. But everything else, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. All right, guys. So this is just a quick update, early impression of the PC port. Hopefully there's more patch to come. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. And take care. Peace out.